Hello folks, welcome back to the ABC Journeyman. I'm the Custard Prophet. This is club number 5. Yes, Brackley Town, and we're here in our second season with Brackley, trying to get that elusive promotion. We almost got it last season. We finished second and then lost in the playoffs. Can we do one step further? As you can see, we're still very much in the hunt, and we are playing top of the league Kettering today. It's a flipping massive game, but we should be so much better off than we are. Yeah, folks, it's going to be a big one. And I am genuinely frustrated with a couple of performances that have really let us down, where I don't know where they came from. Let's have a look at the recent results, and you can see which performances I might be talking about. So you folks saw the victory over Nuneaton Borough. That was a battle, a real battle. And I was pleased to get it. And we were talking about how straightforward the next few games were. We got some games against teams that were struggling in the league. And the first one of those was the very next game against Harborough. And we lost 3-0 away from home. And it was the most curious game of football that I don't know how we lost 3-0. I really don't. I mean, you look at this, look at the stats there. At worst, we should have drawn the game. At absolute worst, we should have drawn the game. But we conceded 3 goals somehow. You could also see we had 2 goals disallowed. Yeah, we were. It just felt like the world was against us for this game. Absolutely against us. Hit the bar as well. It wasn't a terrible performance, but we just gave goals away. And a dodgy penalty. We seem to be giving a lot of penalties away. The other game against struggling Rugby Town at home, look at this. This is ridiculous. How can you lose a game? You've got XG of 1.7. You had 13 shots with 4 on target, and you end up losing to 5 shots, just 3 on target, and they managed to score 2 of them. Another penalty. Just look at that. But yeah, here we go. The other games, Obery, 2-0 victory. Stephen Hughes with a couple. St Ives, 1-0 victory. Alex Cardos with a victory. This was a really good performance, really important one, because I thought that was going to be challenging. Redditch away, 2-0 victory. Oh, who's this? Stephen Hughes and Miroslav Silvka. Who on earth could that be? We'll find out in a second. And then we've just crashed past Hales Owen, who were 7th in the league. Showed them who was boss. McNally, Cardos and Dave Allen getting himself on the score sheet, because Mick Brown is unfortunately out for 6 weeks. So Dave Allen stepped in and he played well. Who knew that was a possibility? So Kettering is going to be a massive challenge. They've just lost to Lowestoft in the very last match, which puts us just 3 points behind them. We've got a better XG. We've got a better goal difference by 4. So if we can beat them, we go ahead of them, which would be flipping massive. We're 6 points now ahead of Shifnal Town, 7 ahead of Hitchin and Nuneaton Borough. So it looks like it's a kind of a 2-horse race. It's probably not quite, but it looks like that's the way it's going. And as we have said, we have bought in another player. And it's this lad, Miroslav Silvka, another forward who looks pretty superb. He's on loan from Luton, finishing of 16, acceleration of 14. Okay, he is not the finished product, but he is getting some goals, so I'm happy with that. So yeah, we're coming into the end of the season, and we're doing all right, but we are throwing in the odd, not bad performance, but the odd poor result. And it doesn't really matter if we have some bad performances at the end of the season, as long as we get the positive results. And we're just not every time getting this. And it just keeps putting us just a point or 2 behind Kettering, and we just can't catch them up. So today is a real chance to catch them up. I think if we lose here, I think 6 points might be too much to claw back. A draw, probably not the end of the world, but a win would be flipping massive. Let's go and do it. So team was already picked. I've been thinking hard about this one. The question was, do we play Cardos on the left in place of Brown, or do we play Allen? I would have been tempted to play Cardos there and then play Miroslav up top with McNally. But given that Alan played quite as well as he did in the last match when he came on, I think I need to give him that opportunity. He's leaving at the end of the season, but I think I've not seen Cardos play well on that left side yet. Whereas Alan, we've seen him play well once. So the team in entirety, Cardos and McNally up top, Allen and Hughes on either side, with Andrews and Graham. The reason McCarthy's not playing is because he's suspended. So 2 key players missing: Barnett, Simons, Evans and Povey across the back line. I think you saw Evans last time. He's settled into the side very well, as you can see. 7.3 average rating. Keeping Joe Dunn out the side at the minute. And Honor in goal. Pretty happy with this team. I mean, it's brilliant that we can have the likes of McCarthy and Brown out, and I still don't feel like we are a significantly weaker side. Right, this is going to be interesting. Kettering have lost a couple recently. We've lost a couple recently. It's kind of par for the course for that, so I don't know which way this is going to go. It could go either way. Well, Graham, maybe a chance here. They have cleared it. Evans is trying to get to it, but we haven't had a shot yet. There's a slight worry. Graham is back to Evans. Are we going to be able to find a pass? Povey is looking wide to Simons here. There's a mistake there. And McNally, it's a complete cock up from the left back there. He just made, their right back actually, but made a complete pig's ear of this clearance. Povey put it over. Simons, he completely loses control and he just goes in. And McNally should have never had that header, but we've got away with it. And we're 1-0 up, folks. We're top of the league. Right, so can we hold this? First time we've been top of the league. We've been there for about 5 minutes. Oh dear, that wasn't good. At least can we hold it until the half-time whistle? Here's Povey though. We've had 1 shot so far. Let's do one over them. Let's have just goals, just shots. Oh, come on, McNally almost screwed it in the back of the net. I was hoping we could just have 3 shots and they all go in the back of the net and we go home. But this is excellent stuff. So we sit here, we've had 2 superb chances. One of them went in from a dodgy McNally header. One of them missed from a scuffed McNally chance, which was probably better and easier than the header. But all in all, things are looking pretty good as things stand. If we can hold on to this, we will be very happy. We sit top of the league. I'll remind you again, yes, that's it. We're top of the league. Can we stay there at the end of this match, though? Well, 53 minutes in, Evans has made a boo-boo, and Honor flew like Superman there to collect the ball. That was brilliant stuff. I am thinking we might do what I thought originally and play Cardos on the left side, because we're not really seeing anything from Alan, and then we can have Cardos's pace down that left side. So we'll see, and maybe a little bit more from the forward. So hopefully this doesn't go in. Go on, run. Osborne. That's just... Oh, God. Clear it. Good God. Not another bloody penalty. Oh, it's just bounced off us. This is ridiculous. It feels like we're struggling a little bit here. So I do think we are going to make that change. So Cardos, we're not going to try and lose his pace and his trickery. Does he play best in that sort of position? Inverted. Well, you can do anything, this guy. Do we play him as an inside forward on support? That feels like a cool thing to do. And you'll see Miroslav coming on for the first time. Right, come on. Now we've got 3 wonderful strikers on the pitch. Miroslav is only 18. We're putting our hands in an 18-year-old. That sounds wrong. We're not doing quite that. McNally has got the ball. He doesn't find the pass, though. That is frustrating. Cardos has won it, though. This is exactly what we don't run offside, Miroslav. I think he stayed onside. It's in. Oh, please, please, please. I think it's in. I think it's a goal, folks. We've had 2 shots on goal. We're doing it. Cardos won that brilliantly. He worked hard. He's just onside, and what a finish! What a finish! In off the post, and let's just marvel in this. We are now top of the league, and we've got a bit of breathing room as well. Wow, didn't see this necessarily happening, but right, 70 minutes on the clock, and they are looking for a chance. They have been close. They are a good side. Oh my lord, but they can't finish. They have just left their boots at home. Well, Owen is coming on now for Graham. Some legs in the middle of the park. His passing is excellent. Last little modification done is coming on for Simons, because Simons is on a yellow card and he's knackered. Come on. Come on. Yes. What a result that was. What a result. Did we deserve it? In the end, XG says probably a draw was the right result. But the amount of times we've been done out of results is ridiculous. So I am taking that all the way to the bank. What a cracking result that was against top of the league Kettering. We've gone to their place. We picked up 3 points. Oh, I feel good about that. And there it is. There is the final damage there. Kettering losing out there. We've got some tough games to come still. So we might well be top of the league now, but we've got to play a lot of these teams around us. We've got to play Shifnal Town. We've got to play Evesham United. We've got to play Lowestoft, and that's the next game away from home. So it's not going to be easy. We'll have a little look how Kettering, what their end of season looks like. But it could be a really interesting last few games. So yes, we play Lowestoft away here. That's not going to be a pushover. Starbridge at home. Given what's happened, you just never know what that is. This is an absolute beast of a match against Evesham United. And then we've got what should be a winnable game against the bottom side. No, the third bottom side, aren't they? No, they are the bottom side, already relegated. They've only picked up 22 points, so we should be getting that. And then home against Hanley. So some of those you feel should be victories, and then finish it off against Shifnal Town. Oh, this could be horrible. What does I feel that Kettering's end of the season is harder than ours. So they've just picked up a couple of losses back to back. They've got to play Evesham, they've got to play Shifnal Town, and they've got to play Banbury United. So they've got the same number of difficult matches in there, and Shifnal Town away from home looks a particularly tricky match. Anyway, folks, let me know in the comments who you think is going to do this. Is it going to be us, or is it going to be Kettering? Looking at those run-ins, who's got the best possibility of winning this? You will find out in the next episode whether we are going to be getting straight promotion, or I think it's pretty much nailed on a playoff. There will be highs and lows, I think, between now and then, but we are on a level term with Kettering, which I didn't see happening, and we are top of the league for the first time all season. That feels flipping excellent as well. So we're coming into form at the right time. Fingers crossed, folks, fingers crossed. Whew, what an episode. If you enjoyed that, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you for the next one. Goodbye.